Hello, everybody. I would like to welcome you all to the Transcontinental Project, an experiment where a Brit
and a Texan come together to talk about whatever the hell we want.
We are hosts, Luke Birch and
Sensible Sam. You know the drill, Bioshes. Before we get started, I have to warn you, absolutely nothing is off limits, and the content will definitely not be suitable for anybody under the age of 18. So if you're above the age, enjoy the show, bitch.
Feels weird being back on at normal time.
It really does. I feel like we're late. I feel like I'm forgetting something or missing something. That, you know what I mean? That feeling. It's awkward. It's awkward. I didn't want to start getting comfortable coming on at 8:00. But I appreciate everybody that joined us, and I appreciate you, Luke, for accommodating me for those time slots. I know it kind of sucked, but we did it, and I appreciate it. I just wanted to keep even if it was an hour. So
as I said last week, I really don't care what time it is we come on. I just really enjoy being on the air with you.
Right the fuck on. Same here, doll. Same fucking here. It's my therapy, and I needed a session. And that's why I'm on my back. So I'm ready. Let's see.
I almost find it hard to believe we're up to 40 today.
And I was thinking about that, and when you said, you asked me that a little bit earlier, and I thought to myself, I was like, yeah, because, and this is the only episode number that I know of. I'm always the one asking, what episode is this? I have no fucking idea. But the only reason I was able to keep track of this one is because it's our 40th episode right after I turned 40. So that's how I remembered it, or you know what I mean? So that's kind of really the only way. Dude, if you guys all listened, you guys, everybody knows that the Final Countdown is that's our banger, dude. That's our anthem, our song, our theme song, whatever you want to call it. It's us, and we always play that before the start of a show. And I'm pretty sure that everybody listening heard a bit of a difference to the song tonight.
Everyone listening except those on replay. What up, replay listeners? If you want to hear, you know what you need to do.
Yep. Either come back and listen on the show reel, or come and join us on the live show, which I'd prefer the latter, but please do check us out on the show reel, and you can listen to this motherfucking banger on there. I'm loving it. It was everything that I had in my brain bone, and G just kind of, it's like, he mentioned it in the chat one day. He's like, oh, I gotta chop this, chop up Final Countdown right for you guys. And it just kind of stayed in my brain bone. And all of a sudden I could imagine some sort of a beat. And it just like, oh, fucking, I knew it was going to be from G. It was going to be hot and cool and shit like that. So I have absolutely no way of expressing what I wanted it to sound like, but G pulled it right out of my brain bone. And he's like, check it out. And I was like, dude, that's exactly that's it. This is one of my favorite songs, but now it's like, I need to have it on in my vehicle at least. I need to play this. There's like a renewed love for it. Like I've fallen in love with this song all over again, if that makes sense. And I've been listening to it like nonstop, at least once a day for sure in the car, at least. And it's been more than that.
Things I listen to every day, at least 20 to 30 minutes of the greatest of all time. A song that I hope will get to play for you in a different sense later on this year.
Done.
And for this last week, that version.
It's fucking hot, right? And that sexy voice in the beginning that you hear.
Huge thanks to Bobby Anthem for lending his voice.
Thank you so much, Bobby. You're the best. It was G and man, you guys. I know that G put a lot of hours, probably a lot of work into it. It's just, I love it. And I believe, Luke, if it's okay for me to, well, I'm going to say it on there, but I hope you don't mind. Luke has deleted the old version of FCD or Final Countdown off his laptop and has replaced it with the new banger that you heard tonight. So it's gonna stick around, folks, for a minute. So
Yep.
Gonna be around for a while. I'm so sorry. Excuse me, guys.
Yeah, I deleted it this evening as I was downloading all the music you sent me for tonight's episode. I saw it was still on there, and I was like, "Oh shit, don't need that anymore."
Right on. Man, it just means a lot. G worked really, really hard on it, and for Bobby to lend his voice and just do something so sweet. So I love it. It's like the bestest thing to happen to me in like a really long time. So thank you, G. Thank you, Bobby. I really appreciate that so much. So yep, that's the new theme song, bitches. Touch yourself to it a lot. I know I did. Who do we have in the chat? I just had to say that. I needed to gush about that. I'm sorry, but I had to.
I wanted to. It's just so happened you started before I did.
It's so awesome, man. Let me just say too, it feels fucking awesome not to be coughing right now or have a fever. So, hallelujah! That's awesome.
I've got a little bit of a dry cough, but it's literally just that.
Yeah, I had the dry cough spare a bit.
So
that was like the end of it.
Yeah. So if I have to, let's say, wet my whistle a couple of times tonight.
You know what, Luke? That sounds like a great idea. I think I feel a tickle in my throat right now. I might have to do that as well.
Legit though, with the exception of one shot I had on the 23rd of February, because, well, yes, it's yours, it's your mum's, and it's Poppy's. It was also the first one I ever had to go through without Rat. It was hers as well. So I had a little shot that day, but this will be the first time I'll be drinking in a good 3.5 weeks.
That's awesome. Hey, it's a nice night to drink. That's all I gotta say. Nice night to have a little nip.
Hell yeah.
I can't be Scott. I love you. Scott. Replay listeners, playback listeners, or what should I call it? If you hear me making comments that you don't understand, come and follow us on Mixlr at the Transcontinental Project. It's a free account. Takes you a second to sign up. Don't cost you a thing, but you might make a whole bunch of friends and have a good time in the meantime. Maybe. Yep.
I'm not sure if I compared that to Duggar G. I know that was more of a stutter than I ever do.
I was trying hard. They're contagious.
Stutter alert.
Called out.
But
sorry.
Do you want to get into tonight's shout-outs anyway?
Yes.
Now, we will be back with you in about 20 seconds. We have our way of introducing the shout-outs each time.
Oh, shit, we're still doing that? Aw, shit, okay. It's time for shout-outs, baby. It's time for shout-outs, baby. So listen up, my bitches, 'cause it's a shout-out time from TCP.
I find that hilarious every time I hear it. I find that hilarious.
I know. I always feel like warning people to cover their nipples, their ears and their nipples. You know what I mean? But it was fun. It was fun to make.
Right on.
How about you take the first half? I'll take the first half. No, you take the first half and I'll take the second half.
Well, everyone, make sure to listen to Get in the Corner on Mixler with our boys Yuck Nasty and Dogger Baby. Give a listen to Dirt Sheet Dudes. Mentioning Dirt Sheet Dudes, I should also give a shout out to the best movie review show out there, Hollywood Hangouts.
Right on.
Do you want to take some?
Yep, let's do it. Then you have on Thursdays is Super Party. And that's after the soup. And I read it like that. Then you have regularly... shit.
With you mentioning the Super Party, I should mention, if you want to see great gaming, go to twitch.tv/WNC Jenkins or twitch.tv/WNC Network.
Yeah, all of that stuff. But we're going to go through the list a little bit quicker tonight, so just forgive us if we don't go into detail. But please follow all these lovely people. Let's see. We also have regular... Oh, fuck, I hate saying this shit.
Regularly scheduled hostilities.
I love that name. My tongue just doesn't. And that's with the...
Eric Turner.
Hold on, I'm trying to speak and my tongue won't work right now. Okay. Okay, Unknown Time on Friday. And then we also have
I actually haven't seen an episode of Regularly Scheduled Hostilities in a couple of months.
Well, we'll go ahead and we'll get on call about that. We'll touch base with him and then adjust as needed. We also have on Saturdays the big comeback, bitch. Sativa Sunrise. 7:30 a.m. and that's with our buddy Mojo. Take a listen, explore some music. Love SP and I love Mojo. It's a good show.
The dynamic between them two is hilarious, and I'm looking forward to see what Skeletor brings to the table.
Fucking right on, man. That's my favorite parts. I love the music, but my favorite part are the skits. It's just it takes me away, and I love it. Those are characters that I love, so it just works out awesomely. So take a listen. We also have the trademark show at an irregular time, usually on Sundays, that he uploads, I believe. And then we also have our homeboys, the High Marks, and they're on Sundays. Take a fucking listen, 7:30 bitches. Also following that on Monday, we have G from the High Marks with Under Wraps, and that's on Monday. Explore music.
I should probably know because since the last time I sent this, G has also started a comedy show by the name of Gee Whiz, That's Funny. I believe that follows immediately after Under Wraps. But on Tuesdays, you have our pre-show with Sederkalot.
Dirty kids. Dirty. Got it.
Yep.
Nailed it.
I would also like to give a shout out to It's Pathetic with Scott and Rybread.
Wonderful, wonderful show. Two beautiful people.
Yep.
And then we also have Sky Genie, just follow him on YouTube, and he has when he uploads, you don't miss a thing. So follow our pal Sky Genie on YouTube.
And let's just bang these last couple out. Huge shout out to Wrestling OD with Shaheen from Nuclear Heat Graphics. Huge shout out to any car lovers out there. Make sure to follow Sean the Detail Guy.
You missed Inhuman Experience, my love.
Yeah. Shut up, they were next.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But yeah, as you just heard, check out the Inhuman Experience with Bobby Anthem and Bobby Blades. To any comedy fans, make sure to go on Spreaker and check out Ill House Comedy.
Right on.
With Everett Anthony. To anyone who loves more stand-up comedy, make sure to check out Chris Cope, as seen on Conan.
That's right.
And we close it out every week with our executive art director. Much love to Dick Van Klondike. I know he's going through a rough time. Just know, pal, if you hear this, you've got our heart.
Our hearts completely. We love you so very much. We're always here for you. All right, baby. Does that conclude our
Yeah.
It wouldn't come out. Oh. I hope this is not a reoccurring theme tonight. I really don't need. Yep.
It's going to be. Clearly.
Gonna be great. Son of a. Okay. So fuck Sam. Okay. So you son of a bitch. Oh my God, I'm getting hot under the collar. I'm so pissed. Okay.
I'm sitting back and just enjoying this myself.
I bet you are, you son of a bitch. I gotta slow down. Okay. All right. Thank you for everybody who's joining us tonight live in our chat. And we've got G Wiz. Of course, you heard us give them plenty of love for our new theme song. Also, we have It's Pathetic with Scott and Robert with Scott. Hola, Scott. Thank you for joining us. We have Mojo, the lovely Mojo that has a Sativa Sunrise on Saturdays. And then we have, Papi Dave. Hola, Papi. Thank you for being here as always. We also have Dirk, and we mentioned him earlier. Check him out. Follow him. Dirk is it's a good show. You gotta check it out. Thank you, Dirk. And of course, the lovely, the wonderful, and that sexy voice you heard on our new theme song, Bobby Anthem.
Right.
We've got all stars in here tonight.
Much love to everyone who's come in and listened. And much love to anyone that will listen in the future.
Hell yeah. Come and join us if you're listening back to this. We've got great people in the chat. I being on air with my best friend is the bee's knees, and having an awesome community that comes in and supports us, and oh my God, they light up the chat, and I fucking love it. So come and join us. Come and join us live once. You won't regret it. I promise.
This past week, I've found a couple of funny articles that, if they fit any show on planet Earth, it's this one. I don't mind discussing both this week. If you want to do one this week and save one for next week, that's fine too.
It seems like we've come into a treasure trove of awesomeness when it comes to this. So I almost feel pretty confident in knocking them out today because they're so fucking good. Because I'm sure, we'll have some mischievousness in later articles coming up. So But which one was the first one that you wanted to?
I don't mind starting with either. I was going to leave that up to you.
Oh. I stuttered and burped. Okay, that's got to be a record. A talent. Okay, I want to do and I don't have them on my notes, but I remember one.
When you say which one, I'll DM it back to you.
Okay. Well, since you were the one that found it, how about you start off on it? You can do either one. They're both really fucking good.
I'll do my favorite of the two then.
That sounds good.
Just in case we only end up using one tonight.
Right on.
Don't you guys just love hearing on air production meetings?
Woo! They should be paid for having to go through this. No, we don't get paid. But we'll pay you in love.
Hell yeah.
So, which one is your favorite? Which one was your favorite? I'm dying to hear which one your favorite.
I've just sent it to you on Twitter.
All right. Shit, Boar's after my own heart. Well, they always are, but these ones in particular, they take the cake, or well, maybe not the cake, but you'll find out what they did take. Luke sent this article. I thought it was just so fucking hilarious. It was so awesome. This is oh shit, no, it's trying to get me to do a... Okay, here it is.
This is from November the 15th, 2019.
That wasn't too far behind. And this is in Tuscany. So this takes place in Tuscany. And Italy, right? Like I didn't... Yep, I graduated like 40 years ago. But I thought this was super hilarious because it turned out that a pack of wild boars in Tuscany, and before this point, before I get into that, pigs, boars, amazing sense of smell. This is why we have truffles. You know, you get these marvelous truffles because they sniff out just like the tastiest stuff, and they sure did sniff out the tastiest stuff around their parts at that moment. It turns out probably, I don't know what it converts to, Luke, but that's 17,000 euros.
17,000 sterling. I believe that's about $22,000.
Ooh, that's a party right there, man. And the party I'm talking about is that, I guess it's a warning to anybody that thinks they're going to hide anything or trying to be dealers up in here, because my homies will sniff it out. They sniff boars dug up 17,000 sterling worth of cocaine out of the ground. Now, baby, I'm telling you, they don't do cocaine. They just like the way it smells. And these motherfuckers found it. And it was so fucking hilarious. The hidden haul of powder, it says, was strewn across the valley after being dug up and partly devoured by the feral hogs. The drug dealers were heard complaining about their discovery by police who were listening in on a telephone conversation. So it was 3 traffickers. They had them in these what looks to me like, I guess what you would be like the big glass jars, like the pickle jars with the lid, the metal lid and the glass jar. And they put all their cocaine up in there. They closed up the jars and they put them underground, and they thought they were going to come back and sell it. And it turned out somebody got high off of their supply. And it was too fucking bad. The jars didn't keep out the boars. So that should be, I guess, a lesson to anybody that's trying to put their coke in the ground. My homies are going to find it. Anyway, they're done. They should go to jail for selling fucking $85 a gram is what they should be going to jail for. That's highway robbery.
But they're definitely boys you'd want at a party.
These boars are like so fucking hip, it's not even funny. These are the cool ones you want to invite to your party. Yeah, exactly. Don't bury your coke.
And a huge shout out to Rye Bread, who's joined us in the chat.
Hola, Rye. Smooches, smooches, smooches. Thank you for being here.
Well, what up, fellow youth? But
what is it? They found coke stashed in avocados. What? Says Rye. I saw the video, so I'm well educated. That's awesome. But yeah, don't bury your cocaine, please. That's true. These boars are here to party. They have their own little super party.
Fiesta de Boar.
Fiesta de Boar. Dude, but what the hell, man? Oh, but that's okay, because that's what you get. Oh, man. That was just so funny. I was just trying to see if there was anything. Drug dealers are not the only people concerned with the influx of wild boar in Italy. I love how they, are drug dealers, but also just, the regular schmo, 2 million boar are estimated to roam Italy. That's hot. That's fucking hot. I like it.
But, although I'd probably guess you have just as many in Texas.
Yeah, oh my gosh, yes. And just saw a pack of boar actually near the house. And the big male dominant one, like they were all there and pulled up to them and they went left and right. They split the pack, but one, which you could tell was a dominant male, which was right there checking out the car, just staring you down. He was like, bitch, you come try it. And I was like, oh, shit. It's fucking gangsta. I love you. So, yeah, that was fucking awesome. Oh, wild boar. Dominant boar. I love it. Yeah. You don't mess around. And the funny thing is, I'm the dominant boar around here. So, just letting y'all know.
I actually picked up a little ornament today from a second-hand shop.
Hey, Rye, I'm sorry to cut you off. Bye, Rye. Love you. Thank you for stopping in to say hi. Love you. Have a good night, doll. Muchos kisses. I'm sorry, Luke. Yeah. So what did? Oh my God, it's so cute.
I bought a little ornament today from a second-hand shop. I wouldn't have even looked at it twice 18 months ago. Bye, Rye.
Dude, it's so effing cute. I mean, isn't it weird, the stuff that pops up when you're,
It's this little piggy bank thing in the shape of a boar.
It's so cute.
I'm actually gonna post a picture of it on Twitter.
Right on. Oh, it's so effing cute. It is so effing cute. I'm telling you, how, okay, I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but like if I bought a new car, it didn't matter what it was, used or whatever, all of a sudden you see the same car on the road and you're like, hey, like, I don't know how many people drove this fucking car, because you just notice it because you're driving one. Well, I've become so enamored with boars that now it's just kind of one of those things where they're just popping all over the place. And I was like, I need that one. I definitely need that one.
So the sort of thing that fades into the background until you have a reason to notice them.
Exactly. So I am definitely seeing a lot of, what would you call it? Boarabilia? Boar memorabilia. Get it? But I'm totally becoming a how would you say it? A boar fanatic. I'm loving it. And so I want everything boar. So everybody next year on my birthday, if want to send something to my box. I mean, my box.
I did see your tweet the other week where you said a boar had quickly become your spirit animal.
Absolutely. I didn't realize how similar we were, Luke, until I really started to kind of I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, you know what? That's totally, yeah. Because the question was, if you were to come back as any animal, what would it be? Definitely a boar. And I believe it was something to the wording as they fiercely protect their loved ones. They can be absolutely silly when they're happy, and very loving and protective of their pack. And I love that. I think that's totally that's ridiculous right there.
Let me find the actual tweet itself. You said, and I quote, in relation to a tweet that read, if you were reincarnated as an animal based on your personality, what animal do you think you would come back as? What about that animal matches your personality? The reply was, and I quote, easy, a boar. In the last year, it's sort of become my spirit animal. They protect and love their pack ferociously. They can be silly when super happy. They are pretty gentle when not being run off the land they live on to build mega churches and shit. Hashtag Boar Queen.
It's so damn true. We've got 3 super churches around here, Luke. We don't need another one. We really don't. Build a Taco Bell or something. Shit. Not that I eat there, but I'd rather have one of those. But yeah, that is definitely, that's how I feel now. It's my thing. It's grown into my heart.
But speaking of spirit animals, that actually gave me a thought last night.
Really?
Of what would be your spirit character if you could compare yourself to any cartoon character? Which one would it be? I already know who I'd say.
You know, and that one I thought I had a grasp of what that would be, but I think about so many of them I can't really choose one. The only reason I guess one stuck out to me was just because my grandfather had a nickname for me, and it was just kind of cool. So for me, and I don't know, I may, like I said, this is something that I would like to think a lot deeper on, but for the most part, right off the bat, to an extent, Pink Panther. Mm-hmm. And just because as a kid growing up, I was long and lanky, really skinny, lanky, with my big nose, and never let anybody kind of push me around, and I did some hijinks. You know what I mean? It was just like, but anyway, yeah. That, and then I know I told you Sleepy Gonzalez too, because I love to sleep, but yeah, I think I would like to revisit this and really come up with a more thoughtful response.
I already know who mine would be, and it's yet another reason why I love Family Guy so much. Because I'd say mine is on Family Guy.
Hell yeah.
Just think, a sarcastic, cynical liberal who believed they were on the right for less time than it would take to drink a cup of coffee, who loves Western movies and liquor. Is that not Brian Griffin down to a T?
Yes, it is. That is, I love that. I love that. See, you have it makes sense. It sounds very genuinely well thought out, and that's the kind of reply I'd love to give. And so I want to definitely revisit this topic. But yes, spot on. You're totally Brian. I might be Peter, but you're Brian.
Now, that's yet another reason why I love Family Guy.
Me too. I've been binging on it lately, so that's funny that you brought that up. That's crazy that you brought that up.
Because with the obvious exception of Species, that is actually a character I relate to.
And don't we always say we don't deserve dogs and animals and cats? And so I think that's perfect. I think it's perfect because we don't deserve you either, so it works great. I think it's very, very fitting all the way around.
And I don't deserve any of you.
We all don't deserve each other. Everybody get the fuck out. Scott says, you're cooler than Brian.
Press X to doubt.
Press yes to reply yes. I don't know. I totally broke that one up. But hello, Stalin, for joining us tonight. Stalin is in the chat, love.
What up, Stalin?
Let's see. What is it? Okay, let me read this. Luke was a righty to try and bang some righty broad. Nice. Brian Griffin doesn't even know how to spell definitely. Quick G. But that is so fucking spot on, dude.
Just give that comment from G a very quick heart.
Yeah. That's so good. But that actually was, and you know what? Wouldn't that be okay? I don't want to take this idea because you came up with it. People in the chat, wouldn't that be something to kind of ponder? Who would be your animated doppelganger? I guess I would say.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very, very good question.
If anyone in the chat tonight has an answer, drop it in there. Everyone else, there's some homework for you. Think up over the next week who your animated doppelganger would be, a reason as to why, and let us know next week.
Hell yeah, because I definitely want to revisit this topic because I was not satisfied with my answer. So
easy, Foghorn Leghorn for Dave.
Oh, I love Foghorn Leghorn. I say. You know what? I always thought Foghorn Leghorn had a sexy voice. It makes sense. He does rule the roost, is what I'm saying. You feel me? That's so good. I love that. That is a good one. I'm going to let me see. Set my phone down. I've been dropping everything.
What's new?
I know. It's either, me falling or me spilling something. It's how the world of Sam goes.
Well, speaking of dropping things, that's actually something else that I know you said you wanted to touch on this week.
Oh my goodness. That was such a fantastic trick. Excuse me. I have no idea. I've heard of other ways that ultimately failed because I'm always dropping shit. So I dropped my can of beer and I knew if I opened it up, it was going to splooge everywhere, all over me, in my face, right? And I didn't want to get splooged on that night. So Luke was like, try this. I see you cringing. I'm sorry. That's how my brain bone.
That word is almost as cringy as the M word. Not quite.
Oh. Moist. Luke almost puked. Or it looked like it.
If you're ever listening back to this, I apologize, CJ.
I had to lick my lips to say that word. Moist. But oh shit! Now I have moist on my brain. What was I talking about? My brain's all moist. Hold on. Moist. No, that's not what I was talking about. Look, it's in my brain bone now. Okay, wait, the trick. Duh. Okay, sorry. I was getting carried away with moisture. But yeah, I dropped that can. I didn't want to open it. I didn't have time to go get another one. And Luke was like, I want you to try something. And he had me tap the center of the can. And I tapped it all the way around, totally being a skeptic. I was like, okay, Luke, whatever. I should get a towel or whatever, because I've never been able to experience one of those little tricks that has worked for me. But oh my goodness. Now, Luke, I don't remember, did the can have to be upright or?
It's best to do it upright. I've never tried it with it horizontal.
I tapped the center of the can all the way around. I popped that bitch open. And by fucking golly, oh my lanterness, it didn't splooge on my face. Which was fucking amazing for me. So I'm totally like keeping that trick. I'm totally using it. It totally worked. That freaked me the hell out. That was awesome. Where'd you even learn that?
I don't even remember. It's just one of the things you hear and you never forget.
What came in handy is it sure did come in handy. That's an old beer drinker's trick. I didn't even know that. Luke knew that more than me, dude. And it works. Which was weird. But it was cool. So that's my new go-to, because I'm always dropping shit. It ain't going to be the first. It ain't going to be the last. If I'm not falling, something out of my hands is.
But yeah, try and remember that for the next time.
Too bad the one I spilled earlier was open.
Yeah.
But I would have tapped that bitch. I couldn't tap it because it was all open. Get it? No. That was horrible.
It doesn't work when it's not open. Well, it only works when it's not open.
That was so effing cool, though. That was like, we learned from each other. Lots of stuff.
Dave said that's an old beer drinker's trick.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, I had no idea. Never, ever heard of it. And, I'm Mexican, so, there was always like a fucking case of fucking Bud Light or Budweiser around. And never have I heard that, and I've dropped plenty of beers, so... Where it's going? Oh, my bad. Okay, I'm sorry. I was looking at the chat. But yeah, that was totally fucking cool. Totally using that.
With that, though, do you want to head into our first of 2 breaks for tonight?
Yeah, did we? And then, yes, I will talk to you when we get out there. That sounds good. So, everybody load a bowl, get a drink, get a snack. Go peeps and poops really quickly, and we'll be back in a minute.
See you all in about 4 minutes or so.
Take 2. It's me, SP, from Sativa Sunrise Radio, and you're listening to the Transcontinental Project with Luke Birch and Sensible Sam, the topmost of the podcastermost. They're great even.
And we're back.
And we're back, y'all. Who can take a boar dick, sprinkle it with love, then they put it in and you fall in love. The boar dick man, the Bordic man can. Hey guys, how are you? How you feeling?
It has been years since I heard that song.
My YouTube recommendations recommended it to me, and is it horrible that all I could hear in the place of Candyman was Bordic Man? What is wrong with me? Nothing. I'm just the Bordic queen. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm the Bordic queen, bitch. But I love that song. I'm gonna make that my ringtone.
But very quickly to everyone in there, you heard a little promo that was made for us by SP from Sativa Sunrise Radio. If there is anyone else out there who wants to create a little commercial thing for us to play on air, feel free to do so and send it to lukebirch166@gmail.com.
Right on. And we totally appreciate your time, the time that you take to do that for us. We'll play it on air very lovingly. We've had great friends of ours come in and just help us out with so much of that. You know, we've had Cheese, Mojo, Bobby. It's just, I love it. I love these. I love y'all. So keep them coming. I love them. And I can't wait to play them. Oh, like if I have the control. I'm not the tech guy. So Luke can play them. Play it again, Luke.
Speaking of playing things, I would just like to mention that there's something I'm hoping to do later on this week.
Oh.
Here on Mixler. I'm not 100% sure exactly when, but everyone out there will know how obsessed I am with Johnny Cash.
Mm-hmm.
And I think most people know what his most famous concert was.
Unless you're a loser. No, I'm just joking. No, yes. Yes.
Live at Folsom Prison.
Yep.
Well, on Netflix, there's a band who did their own concert at Folsom State Prison. And it sort of has double meaning for this show. A, it's honouring the great man himself. B, what's the other reason?
The band that actually does the tribute happens to be one of my favorite bands that I grew up with as a kid. So it has dual meaning for me. Not just because of Johnny, but because of them. And the band that we're talking about is Los Tigres del Norte. They're fucking awesome.
We have played a couple of their songs as the outro songs in the past.
Yes, we have. We definitely have. And oh gosh, we gotta find videos that have the English translations so they can hear what the songs are saying, because they're very deep, very meaningful, and it's just good music, man.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to have that on the Netflix, but
right on.
I'd love it if everyone would just if people would just come fuck around in the chat listening.
You play that, I will be there. So, fucking bitch. What Luke is referring to is that he would like to do the Folsom concert done by Los Tigres del Norte, revisiting it on the anniversary, so it was really, really special. And it just has just wonderful music, and Luke will be, whenever he feels up to it, will be doing the concert on Mixler. So everybody is welcome to come and join in and listen to some really good music and Johnny Cash songs in Spanish, and it's just amazing. It's a great concert. We can, come around and fuck around in the chat. I'll be there.
El tren viene llegando. I know I probably butchered that, but...
No, you didn't. You didn't. No, you didn't. You actually did it. It was good. It was good. So I'm looking forward to that concert. It's badass. And it has such great stories. There's actually one thing that sticks out for me is that there's an inmate there. And he had a musical background, and his family actually had a group. And a lot of times when people say they do stuff, you never really know. But this guy was totally legit. And he got up on stage with Los Tigres and, man, rocked out on his accordion. And it was fucking awesome. They actually brought the inmate up. And they tell their stories and stuff. It's a great documentary to watch because it tells the stories of the inmates, not necessarily just trying to get clout and saying, oh, we're doing this. No, they actually were there spending time personally with these people, getting their stories, and then relaying it through music. It's like that music is like.
They actually did 2 separate concerts there, one for the male inmates and one for the female inmates.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And the smiles on their faces, because it's just, some people belong there, some people don't. Some people, just, it's one of those things where it's like shit happens that's out of your control, which is fucked up, and then our system gobbles them up. But a lot of them are there honestly for their crimes, and they were very truthful, very honest, very repentive of it. It's just really a beautiful documentary all the way around. I really immensely enjoyed it. Luke brought it up to me. I hadn't seen it, and I fell in love with that concert just like I did with Johnny's. So they did him some justice. They fucking honored him, and it was awesome. So I absolutely enjoyed it. I can't wait till you do that on Mixler.
I'm hoping to do it soon. I can't lock in an exact time because I want to make sure you're available to listen in when I do it.
Right the fuck on, because I need to be there. I don't want to miss this. I don't want to miss this one, man. I don't care. Even if I'm on the freeway, I'm gonna be like, ooh, I'll talk to Texas's. I'll talk to Texas's. It may not come out really great.
Text to speech to text, yep. Whatever.
Spinach. So, yeah, I guess I have a heavy I wish Google had accented translation, because somehow I don't see. Everybody tells me I have an accent. I probably do, but when I do the Google Assistant or whatever, the translation with my voice, it's like, what? I was like, I said penis butter, not peanut butter. You know what I mean? Shit like that just pisses me off. I'm just joking, but you get what I mean. But yeah. But I'll be there, man. I'm totally gonna be there. I'll be fucking blasting it through Texas. Just fucking have it loud and proud. I'll be like, that's my fucking co-host on air, bitch. Like people that are waiting at the bus stops. Check it out, homie. It's my friend on Mixler. I'll be like that, even if they get really scared. I'll be like, don't worry, Holmes. I ain't gonna hurt you.
Except I won't actually be on there.
Well, you'll be like, I'll be like, hey, dude, my co-host is like broadcasting on Mixler. I'll put it like that, right? So like, Grammarly did it right. Yeah, that didn't come out right either. That's what she said. But yeah. I definitely am looking forward to that. It's gonna be fucking awesome. It's a great band. I grew up with these bands. It's a banda, like polka, just like polka, ranchera, corridos. Corridos are kind of like a polka, just like everybody polka, like Stalin said in the chat. It's just good music. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. But yeah, definitely we'll send out the invitations when that happens. But yeah, it's like a corrido, kind of like the polka, because you have a little bit of the, you're tickling that accordion with the little buttons. You touch that little button and you hit the little buttons, and then you tickle the ivory keys, and then you're like, that's not how an accordion sounds, but that's how the fingers sound touching it. Like that. I wish I could. I can move my fingers fast, but not coordinated.
Huh.
I would have played the accordion if I could. I can touch a lot. I can move my fingers and stuff, but not in like concession, I guess.
You can move, but you can't control.
There you go. I could totally make some money, but I can't. But yeah, no, I've always thought the accordion was one of those instruments that I just love, because it's ingrained, and I know that it has other roots as well. I'm fourth generation German, so I definitely feel it from both sides. So
until I started watching and listening to their music, I never knew how big the accordion was in Latin culture.
Oh my goodness. Yes, it's like your lead guitar or your bass guitar. It keeps rhythm, it adds dimension, and it's beautiful the way it sounds. And it's not easy to play. So it takes a good heart and a good coordination and a real love of this particular instrument, because you're carrying 20 pounds, probably more, on you. And it's a lot of grueling study. So you really have to have a love for it. So I have respect for accordion players, definitely. And other instrument players, definitely. But as a childhood, growing up, that was it, man. That was my electric guitar for a minute.
Right on. Everyone earlier would have heard us mention that we had one article about boars taking cocaine.
I didn't. Flaco Jimenez. I'm sorry. Papi just put that in the chat, and I'm sorry. I got a little excited. Flaco Jimenez, baby. That's my boy right there. Oh, he's so handsome. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Unfortunately, this article is from 2017, so it's pretty old. But still, I see no harm in discussing it here.
Old but relevant. Story of my life. But yes, that one. You want to go ahead and do that one, babe?
And just very quickly to Stalin, if I could find them boots at a reasonable price, I totally would buy a pair.
What boots? Oh yes, I know.
But I've not been able to find any at any reasonable price.
I know. I'm gonna have to pull my fucking Mexican strings or something. Gotta find it, man. I need Luke in a pair of pointy boots. Stat. Go fondle me. Luke needs pointy boots.
Who knows if whenever I end up being able to get down there, if there is a pair we can find, I'm sure we'll do a live show, and I'm sure a Wage will be involved in that.
Yes, and fucking yes. I see all of that happening. Now my mission is to find pointy boots. I will find you pointy boots. I will go to the ends of the earth, Luke, to find your pointy boots. Pointy boots. Okay. So I'm sorry, I got sidetracked by pointy boots. My bad. Pointy boobs. No. Sorry, boots.
But this article from 2017 comes from Germany. And there was this hunter who thought it would be a good idea to fire at a wild boar. You have one guess as to how that ended up, how that finished.
Everything wrapped up nicely with a bow on top. He went home and ate dinner.
Sure. Did A, exactly what Sam said happen? B, am I completely lying about the story? Or C, did the boar chase the guy down and kill him?
You know, if when in doubt, always go with C. I'm sorry. That was good though. Dude, okay.
And I hate saying it, but Duke got what was coming to him.
So this guy shoots at a boar, and they were okay. So this is not new, and we have conservation parties here in Texas as well. Boars do procreate very quickly. The only thing is we're taking their land, not vice versa. So it's kind of, I'm on the fence about all this stuff, but I do understand the conservation efforts. And you're going to have groups of people that are going to want to go out there and shoot them and blah, blah, blah. And this guy was part of the group, decided to fire. And after he fired, jumped into the bush as a tactical kind of a thing. So he jumps into the bush to hide. Guess who was waiting there? A boar, bitch! A fucking boar. Guess who got surprised? Ooh, surprise to you.
But if you're heading off, good night, Dave.
Night, puppy. But absolutely, there was a boar hiding in the bushes, and he got him. He got, folks. Oh my God, that's so fucking hilarious. He fucking shoots at the boar, jumps into it, and then, but see, that's what I love about boars, because you think you see one, but there's 10 more in hiding, and they're all watching you, and they're looking at you. They're smart, man. These boars are smart, and they coordinate. Their familial connections are strong, and their pack connections are strong. So you always have, just like you have somebody flanking the left or the right in a military situation, I'm telling you, our military probably learned all the military tricks from boars, is what I'm saying. And he done got him. And so the lesson is here, you're going to try to fucking take a boar by the horns. You better hold on tight, because as soon as he gets the chance, that tusk is going up your ass. That's what she said.
I was just about to say that.
So if you got to be on a conservationist team, don't take part. Don't be kind, be humane. Take it in one shot. I've taken down animals in one shot. You can do it. If you're not a good shot, don't participate.
Yeah.
Be a good, humane conservationist. Because I understand the need for it.
Yeah.
I absolutely do. I would never want a child or somebody playing in their backyard to get hurt by one of these animals.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not trying to. It's just they're just protecting their area. It's shrinking on them. So just show a little love to the boars, and they'll show a lot of love to you. But try to shoot them, and they're gonna eat you. Just saying. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. I get it though. But yeah, that was a good story. And this guy, a lot of times people join these groups because they just want to kill something and say, I did this. That was, and I hate to assume, because when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. But I'm going to go ahead and put my ass on the line and say, this guy probably just was, trying to have a good time and shoot 'em ups. Lesson learned.
But is there anything else you'd like to get into before we head into a second break?
Let me see. Let me read this real quick. Use a Mawson one-hit kill. Clean and cook the boar. See, Stalin knows what I'm talking about. I mean, a clean hit, take him down peacefully. Well, you can't be peaceful with a bullet, but you know what I mean. And use every part of that animal and absorb it and be, enjoy the nutrients, but be also thankful for the nutrients that you receive from that. I love that, Stalin. Love it.
Be peaceful, yeah, you're right, isn't exactly the right terming, but be merciful.
Right. We understand shit has to be done. Just a little respect for the animals that were here before us is all we need to give them.
Don't make sure you get it in one and you're not leaving the thing to lay there in agony to bleed out in.
Absolutely. And that's why I love the trained conservationists to go out there and do this stuff, because they take it very seriously. They're not out there to hurt animals. It's just, it is what it is. So but
they're out there to actually legitimately conserve and not to fill some twisted, sadistic bloodlust.
Absolutely, Luke. And the thing is that when I know a group here in Texas and that they conserve, and every time they've gone out and every time somebody has taken a boar life, they have knelt by the body of the boar, thanked the earth and the boar for their sacrifice and apologized to them, and then use every single part of their body as to not be wasteful. And I think that's a beautiful thing. If we can do that and have like that kind of respect, dude, I'm all for it. But don't take a picture in front of it, hang in front. You know what I mean? Like that, all that trophy hunting. I get it's part of conservation. I get it, but don't be a dickwad about it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gotta be a dickwad about it. It's a life you're taking.
Yeah.
And it's just sad that, I wrote a tweet and I can't remember it, but that. I'm sorry, we'll go to break soon.
Treat it the same way the executioners on death row treat their duties. Take no joy in it. Take no pleasure in it.
Exactly. And respect the process.
Yeah.
Because when you lose respect for the process, that's when everything goes crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've got a couple guns too, Stalin. I can't say it on air, even though they're licensed to me, but you know what I'm saying, baby? Oh, my favorite is a picture no, I'm not going to say it, but anyway. But yeah, my Tiger Stripe Desert Eagle is really nice, so I'm saying. That was a beautiful gun. All right, Luke, I guess we'll go ahead and we'll take our second break. We'll give everybody a chance to replenish their snacks, their bowls, and peeps and poops if you have to.
Right on. And we'll see you all in, again, about 4 minutes' time.
Hey, this is the Inhuman Bobby Anthem, a.k.a. Big Bobby Boucher, a.k.a. Thelonious Junk, a.k.a. Tragic Johnson, and I'm hanging out with my boy Luke Birch, a.k.a. Whiskey Houston, a.k.a. Cocky Balboa, a.k.a. Yeater Frampton, and my girl Sensible Sam, a.k.a. Mean Green Smokerland, a.k.a. The Sam Burglar, a.k.a. Zsa Zsa Gabor Dick, and you are listening to the Transcontinental Project.
And we're back. Well, what the hell do you mean almost did a song by them?
I know. I'm sorry. Wrong. My bad. I got a lot of chats to deal with, motherfuckers. I did pretty good, though. Yeah, no, but hold on, let me close this. But yes, that was definitely a lighter shade of brown. Oh, I just got a text message. Hi, I'm Diana. I need your penis. Wow, Diana, very aggressive. Very fucking aggressive indeed. Jesus. Fucking text messages. Everybody wants my board it. Anyway. So you heard Lighter Shade of Brown. That was Latin Active. And that's an old school motherfucking song. Like, so fucking old school, yo. And I got the inspiration because Dirk and G have been playing some old school deep cuts and stuff. And I thought, why? Maybe I can pull a... maybe I can pull an old school kind of a song out my butt too. So I did, and I found that one, and it was one of the songs I grew up with, and I thought it was really, really great. So thank you, Dirk and G, for inspiring me to kind of go back and dig through some deep cuts. I grew up, I had a lot of freestyle music and stuff like that I grew up with, and this was kind of one of them. So it was just fucking awesome. It was awesome.
Dirk, just very quickly, and I'm responding to Dirk calling Mojo out for spelling his name wrong. At least no one in here that we know has ever spelt their own name wrong in a chat room. Oh. Wait a second.
This is me. See, there I am. Oh wait, not that way. There we go. My bad.
That was hilarious when you did that. I was like, I sat there just looking at it in stunned silence for a good 30 seconds.
Dude, but yeah, that was the inspiration for that particular song. So thanks for inspiring the deep cuts and bringing back a lot of memories, you guys, because I was going down memory motherfucking lane with like some Kid Frost and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking Dream Boy, Dream Girl. Oh my god, what? Yeah. So I'm gonna bring some more of those songs up.
Hell yeah. We've got many years of shows left to go.
Oh, hell yeah. I've got a lot of years of music to share, so kind of works out.
Legit, how awesome would it be to get to like 1,000 episodes?
Oh my gosh. It would be the bee's knees, the tastiest shit on earth, the raddest motherfucking rad. Oh my gosh, and it's gonna happen too.
Hell yeah. Alright,
so we have a game. Oh wait!
We have something else first.
Yeah. I was trying to skip that. We have a game, y'all, right? Not me paying any kind of dues because I lost a bet last week. Nothing like that. Please, like, no.
That has got to be the quickest one of our rock, paper, scissors games has ever finished, though.
That's what she said. No, I mean, you know. I gotta pay a due.
Now, for this, I did have a different idea. But it was too good to use on simply rock, paper, scissors one. So that will more than likely be coming at some point in the future. But this is sort of going to be as much of a test for me.
How so? I'm the one paying the debt. No, I'm just joking. I know what you mean. Okay. They're going to get cringier. I've got a towel for some reason. I was instructed to have a towel and a glass of ice water. I have no idea what's going to happen. Everybody, touch tips for a second and just think about me while I pay this debt.
I want people in the chat to start typing out the funniest joke you can think of. And for the time being, until I've seen some of them, I don't want you looking at the chat.
Okay. I'm getting out of Mixler now.
Okay, so
I'm out.
If some people could let us know some funny jokes before we start this. So some jokes you find funny, but also jokes you think Sam would find funny.
Oh, they know what jokes I found funny.
And all of you can help me if you send any through. That is.
It's the final Sam down. That's Peter Griffin singing our theme song. And then just add G's beat. Boom. Sorry, I got carried away with that one.
But I've seen one I feel you found that I think you'd find funny. But I would like to see some from the chat first. Good night, Scott.
Night, Scott. Love you. Thank you for being here, doll.
Okay, let's just go on without it because I've found a couple Boar-related jokes.
Oh, Jeebus.
What?
Jeebus Boar. Let's do it.
What I want you to do is take that water, drink some of it, but do not swallow it.
That's what he said. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Can I go back to the chat?
Not just yet.
Okay, not yet. Okay, I won't.
Go back when all this is sorted, but...
Okay.
What I want you to do is take some of that water, drink it, and a full mouthful, and hold it in your mouth. Don't swallow it.
Okay. Again. Okay. Oh, shit. This is ice water, folks. This is going to hurt my caps. Okay, here we go. A full mouth, right?
Yep. What do you get if you cross a teddy bear with a pig? A teddy boar. And there we go.
Oh my God, my PC's all wet. That's what she said.
There we go. That's exactly what I was looking for.
You fucking.
I
didn't need the towel on me. I need the towel on my keyboard.
The keyboard's all wet. The camera's all wet.
I can't even tap the camera because my phone's all wet. Hold on.
There we go. That's clear now.
Oh my. Hold on. My phone's stuck. That's what he said. Hold on. My phone is stuck because I spit on it, everybody. Oh, okay, let me put the camera to this shit because Luke. You see me wiping all this water off my fucking PC right now?
Yeah.
Fucking asshole. I was trying not to laugh and it came out the corner of my lip. And it spewed. I splooshed all over my computer. Son of a bitch. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. My phone's not. My phone is so wet. It's not working. It's not letting me touch it.
I almost feel bad now.
No, my screen had splooge on it anyway, so it was just I needed to wash it. So this is kind of working out. Oh my god, I spit so much water out. Oh no. I spit so much. Can I get the coronavirus from this? I literally just spit everywhere.
And that's yet another reason why I suggested a towel, make it easier to wipe everything off.
I gotta blow my nose. I've got water up my nose. Hold on. I have water up my nose. It's everywhere. There's everywhere. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna wipe my screen really quick. There. Oh, I just smeared it. Oh my god! Fuck you, Luke. Fuck you, Luke. I didn't. And I was like, dude, that's not. I was all like, that's not even funny. I got this, right? I was like I came in like really hot and really cocky. Oh, that's the water. Oh, that's the water because it came up my nose.
The whole point was I was going to go with 2 or 3 different ones until you ended up laughing at one.
That was nuts. Oh my god, I fucking spewed water. It was... Oh my god. It's everywhere. It's everywhere, everybody.
Sorry.
Come, I need towel boy. Towel boy. I'm hiring a towel boy. No, wait, let me blow my nose again, because fuck you, Luke. I got water up my nose. That's horrible. And I should have muted that. But this is like for real. It's up my fucking nose. I spit some out of my nose and out of the corner of my left side of the mouth. And it went everywhere.
And with that, let's consider the debt from last week. All paid up.
I'm debt free, yo. I'm gonna buy a house. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's... Oh my gosh. Fuck you, Luke. Oh, fuck you.
And now you can get back into Mixler. I wanted you to jump out in case anyone put in any jokes that I wanted to use. I didn't want you having any warning of them in advance.
Oh, the fucking chat. I'm just looking at that. Oh, no. Stalin says, doctor, right? ... Sam, I'm very sorry, but you have to stop masturbating. Sam, why? Why? Doctor, because I'm talking to you. That's totally me at a doctor's visit, yo. Oh my god, everyone discouraged Sam from saying Sam. Anyway. Oh my goodness. Oh, my nose. It's so clear at the moment.
I've just sent you some on Twitter.
I'm still getting water up my nose. Oh my god, Luke, that was so fucking hilarious. Fuck you, motherfucker. Okay. You're stepping up the ante. We're getting up there. And I got water in my brain now. Oh, sorry.
And this almost makes me scared to play this week's game after that.
Oh, bitch. It's on. I'm gonna get your motherfucking real chance. I've still got water pulling out my nose. I turned the camera off because that's gross. Nobody wants to see water coming out my nose. And I'm gonna remember the water coming out my nose for next week. So I hope I win. So how about we get into this week's game, bitch? But I gotta give you kudos. That was some shit right there. I taste water in my ear, and that was fucking hella fun. That was awesome. I spit it everywhere. I splooged everywhere. Sorry, I'm still... It's not Coke, guys. It's water. Water already has Coke in it. Did you guys know that? So, haha, trick's on you. Okay. My sinuses are cleared. I think we're ready to play our game for this week, for next week's bet. Bitch, let's do this!
And to our OGs, you'll remember we used to frequently play a game called Two Lies and a Truth.
Two lies and a truth.
We have both prepared 2 rounds. How this is going to work is we're both going to start on 5 points. Say I would to do the first one and Sam was to get it correct.
Mm-hmm.
She would move up to 6 points and I'd move down to 4. Say she was to get it incorrect, I would move up to 6 and she would move down to 4. Whoever leads at the end of those 2 rounds wins. Now, in the event of a tie, how do you want to do this? Do you want to tiebreaker with rock, paper, scissors, or do you just want to both go down with the ship?
Baby, this is for all the marbles right now. Down with the shit, baby.
So if it's a tie, we both lose.
I want to say yes. Well, what do you... Man.
The options are to either both go down with the ship or to have a tiebreaker of rock, paper, scissors.
Nah, you know what? I'm going to win this out. You know what? Forget my last work. You know what? Fuck it. Rock, paper, scissors, babe.
Tiebreaker.
Yep, tiebreaker.
Now, I know the example I used was me going first, but that's not how this is going to go. I'm a gentleman. Ladies first.
Oh, you're so fucking sweet. No, I'm joking. Okay. Sorry. Water. I felt like I jumped into a pool, like I belly flopped and water went up my nose. So, here we go. 2 lies and a truth. My first entrance is going to be when I was a bit younger than now, and everybody knows that it's not a hidden secret. I fall down a lot. I'm very clumsy. I'm always fucking shit up over here. Okay, so I'm either falling or dropping something. When I was younger, I actually was trying to get into a little rowboat. And it was over here at Woodlawn Lake when you used to be able to rent rowboats. And we rented a rowboat. And I had these really cool boots on, like biker boots. But they weren't like high-heeled or nothing. But they were like these badass biker boots. That's because I'd be not hot, right? And we decided to go ahead and rent a rowboat to row around the lake. So we paid our this stuff and blah blah blah, and as we're approaching the dock and you know we get in line and there's no wind, okay guys, there's no wind, there's no turbulence, there's no shaking, there's no marine animals to be turning my boat upside down. Sam just decided she was gonna gently step into the boat, slip and fall, and fracture her ankle.
Now, I have done that in the past to a T with the exception of the ankle fracture.
I stepped in the boat. It was wet. One leg went north, the other leg went south, and my ankle went east. So...
How long did it take you to recover from it?
For me, because of my issues, usually a break is 6 to 8 weeks. Mine actually took about 2.5 months because of the autoimmune issues and stuff. So it took a little bit longer. I had a brace. I did have crutches. And I had to wear those for quite a bit. Now, so that's one. I'm going to move on to the second one. My second,
Go on.
Oh, my second entrance to this is everybody knows I have a 1985 5.0 Mustang with a fucking Holly motherfucking carb and a short shift kit bitch. It's not a 10-second car, but it's an 11.5-second car. Around here, we have a place where we can go race. It's called San Antonio Raceway. And you can go and compete and race. And they urge you, and a lot of times it's in the middle of the night, it's free because they don't want you racing on the streets and getting hurt. And there will actually be cops that you can race against. So I never, thought too much of it until I thought, well, maybe, golly, I can face off against the cop. All right, cool. So I entered and I raced my Mustang against his Dodge Charger at our local track. And I won 500 motherfucking bones. So did I outrun a cop? Yes, I did.
You say that car is 11.5 seconds?
Yes, it is.
Did you only ever go there once, or?
No, I go there regularly. That's a good hangout. It gets my need for speed out, not to be cliche, but I've had my races on regular streets. I'd rather have them on a raceway. All right, so now my third one. So I'm Mexican. Sorry, I pulled my wire out. Sorry.
No.
I'm clever. So my third entrance is I could cook by the time I was 5 years old. In Mexican tradition, being able to fend for yourself is a really big deal. So they want to make sure you can slap 2 fucking pieces of bread together with some meat and survive. My grandmother was about 300 pounds and really couldn't move too much. And so I was tasked to learn recipes, cut up everything, and make dinner. So by the time I was 5, I could complete a protein and 2 sides for the family.
What was your specialty at that age?
At that age, it was fideo. And fideo is a salmonella pasta that we use. You fry up the noodle, and make it lightly toasted brown. Then you add some hot water to it to fill it up. And then you add your seasoning and your spices. And within about 15 minutes, it was ready because, you know what I mean? Because that's how I was taught. So that was my specialty at the time, was fideo and beans with, what's that called? Chorizo, Mexican sausage. So those were my specialties.
Okay, I'm already willing to write one off.
All right.
But I would just like to ask a final question on the 2 I'm still considering.
Absolutely. Shoot.
Who else was there when your ankle went?
Okay. So not only good friends of mine, but family that no longer is with me was there to witness that. Actually, they tried to kind of help me, and I rejected their help. And then it was like God, or not God, because I'm not that person, but the universe slapped me on the back of the head and says, "Oh yeah, you're not going to accept help, bitch." Pah! Hit me in the back of the head, and I slipped. So I had family that is no longer with me, unfortunately. Witness that, which is pretty good for me. If you say, you got to say so.
And I don't want to ask this question in case it's a little bit of a touchy ground, but who was it who taught you to cook at such a young age?
That would have been my grandmother both my grandmothers from both my maternal and paternal side, both of them being from the old world, I guess, if you want to say it that way, were both very adamant that I needed to have those skills to survive. Not if I only wanted to take a husband, but because it was to feed me myself. You know what I mean? So both of my grandmothers on both sides, the one made me do it, but one made me do it by force, while the other one showed me in an educational way, if that makes sense.
Okay. Now I'm about to say this, watch it be the truth, but I'm pretty much happy to write the cop racing off as a lie.
You are right. You are correct.
I'm struggling to decide between the other two, but I'm going to say that the cooking at 5 years old is the truth.
Son of a bitch. You're right.
Okay, so it's now.
God damn it.
So it's now 6-4 to me.
Yes, sir. Damn it.
There's still 3 ones to go for you to catch up.
Still don't make me feel better. I'm a winner, Luke. I need to win them all. I'm just joking.
Okay.
All right. Okay, baby, go ahead. Let's do this. I got this. I can do it. Okay.
At my school, I was voted the most likely to survive a zombie apocalypse. Despite my lack of athleticism, I used to frequently represent what would be referred there as my elementary school, a sport popular here called cricket, not due to athleticism, but due to my deep understanding of the game. And despite many efforts and many attempts, I have never actually been able to learn how to swim. They're the 3.
That was quick. I melded together. Okay.
Let's go through them one by one so you can question me on them.
Yes.
I was voted as the most likely to survive a zombie apocalypse when I was at school.
What year was that?
That would have been my final year. Here, I'm not sure what the equal is there, but here it's known as year 11.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure what the equivalent is, but it's the 15 to 16 year. It's the year you'll start 15 years old and finish 16 years old.
In the U.S., we start at 14 and end at 18. But as far as the high school year goes, so I'm working that out. Now, why would they come to that conclusion?
Because of a camping trip we'd been on like a year ago, where everyone just freaked the fuck out and I was the only one trying to keep a level head. Now, it's a weird way to come up with it because I honestly think I'd die within a minute, but that is the reason that was given.
Okay, and what happened at the camping trip that sparked it?
I don't know. I guess everyone had just assumed that they would enjoy laying out there in nature, doing basically fuck all, and the reality just hit most of them suddenly that, oh shit, we have no electricity here. Oh shit, we're practically alone.
Okay. Okay, now what is the second one?
Despite my lack of athleticism, I used to frequently represent what would be referred to there as my elementary school at a sport that is incredibly popular here called cricket, because more so of my in-depth understanding of the sport, not so much the athleticism.
So you were on the team. How long were you on the team?
They had a team for about 3 years. I was on it each year. Well, they probably still have it, but they started it 3 years before I left, and I was on all 3 years.
Okay. Right on. Right on. Now the third.
Despite many efforts and many attempts in the past, I have never been able to learn how to swim.
And was it due to just lack of access or enthusiasm?
I had the access, I had the enthusiasm. I was just always scared to take my feet off the floor.
Gotcha. Okay. This is a tough one because I could see one. I could see them all because you do have an extensive knowledge on sports like that. But something tingling in my taint says it's going to be number 3.
The swimming one.
Yes.
Okay. I was not voted the most likely to survive a zombie apocalypse.
Although I think you would. Uh-huh.
After multiple efforts, I did finally learn how to swim, and I used to represent my elementary school because of my knowledge of the game. Number 2 was true.
Son of a bitch whore.
7-3, you now need both of them to take it to a tiebreaker.
All right. Okay. 2 lies and a truth, baby. My turn.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Pressure's on now.
Okay. Excuse me. Okay. You know I volunteer a lot, right?
Yes.
I've volunteered at zoos, especially at the San Antonio Zoo. I have volunteered on many of occasions for animals, and this is no different. During high school, I was part of a volunteer coalition, and we were assigned. We had assignments that were close to us within our proximity. I got assigned to a ranch, and this ranch specifically dealt in breeding and trading horses. They're very transparent. It was a pleasure to work with them. Actually. And one of the things that we had to do with the horses was take measurements. The head, the tail, the torso, the legs. Do kind of an overall scope on each animal that was coming into said sanctuary / ranch. And okay, this is going to be hard. About 6 months in, I was transferred to another part of the farm, which still took measurements, but was also the studying stables.
Uh-huh.
And so the farmer would coax, after we finished all the preliminary measurements, the farmer would coax the horse's penis out, because we had to take measurement of the length, the girth, and the tip area.
Mm-hmm.
And also take a sperm sample to make sure that, we were dealing with a healthy horse.
Uh-huh.
So that was definitely one of my experiences. And that's one.
Do you mind if I question as we go through?
Absolutely.
How long did you spend volunteering there?
That happened 6 months in. I was only assigned to that ranch for 12 months because it's a rotation.
Right on. How roughly? I know you said you were young. Would you have any better idea on exactly how old you were, or is just young all you have?
Oh, no, I would absolutely say I was in the, let's see, I was in high school. It was the beginning of high school because I was trying to get credits. Geez, I was about 15 when I had, yeah, I was about 15.
Well, was there anyone else from the volunteer group there as well, or was it just one person per assignment?
Oh, no, we always had a group of people. It was always a group of five, here, there, and there. And I was just the first lucky participant to assist in that particular procedure.
Okay, number 2?
Number 2. How embarrassing. So here in Texas, we've got bull riding, all kinds of, stuff like that, rodeo stuff. I got into bull riding for a little bit, and I don't have access to bulls. So the next best thing for me was to go to a club here in town called Midnight Rodeo. Okay. Midnight Rodeo has a mechanical bull. I don't go to clubs, but I was particularly drawn to it because of this. And so I would say, gosh, it was a fleeting addiction. So I think maybe I did it for about 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
Going every weekend to go ride the mechanical bull, getting flown off, and I got thrown off so many fucking times. It's not even fucking funny. And my crotch hurt because when that bull moves, your crotch fucking hurts. And if anybody says your crotch doesn't hurt after a mechanical bull, fuck you. But I realized it wasn't for me probably about the third to last ride when my left tit fell out. They clapped, but I know it was out of sympathy.
Is the place still open, or has it since been closed down?
It's absolutely open. It's absolutely open. Google it. It's absolutely open.
I wouldn't mind going there at some point.
Yeah, well, my boob's not making a fucking another appearance. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. But I wouldn't mind going there and trying a ride myself.
Oh, it's fun. It's very liberating.
How come you still took another 2 rides after that incident?
Because me being enamored with the, just riding the mechanical bull, but it wasn't until my second ride that people were like recognizing me and saying, "Oh, you're boob chick, right? And you had a great ride." Like they were complimenting me sincerely. "Oh, you had a great ride. You almost hit 8 seconds and then your boob fell out. Oh, I was rooting for you." When I became that popular, I thought, yeah, it's time to retire the boob and moved on.
What is the longest you were ever able to hold on to it for?
This is a proud moment of mine because 7 seconds before I was embarrassedly flung from the bull. Yeah.
Right on. Number 3?
Number 3. When I was in elementary school, what's his face? The president of Mexico came to visit, and I was part of a singing group that they were trying to nurture, and we had an opportunity to sing with Los Campañas de América, which is a very popular mariachi group that was started at Lanier High School, and they became an entity upon themselves. It was a school class group that just blew up. And so I had the privilege that year, after auditioning, to sing for President Nieto when he came and he visited, alongside the mariachi group Campañas de América.
What did you sing?
We only sang one song, and it was the Mexican national anthem, which I can't remember, but I can sing the tune. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's all I know. That's all I remember. It was such a long time ago.
That actually sounds weirdly similar to the French one for some strange reason.
Mexican is like almost French, so like whatever. But yeah, it was a nice time, and we got raspas, which are raspa. How do you say it in English? Raspa. Snow cones afterwards. That's my third one.
Why was the Mexican president visiting an elementary school in the United States?
You know that we've always had a border issue.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of a good faith mission, I think, to where, you know what I mean? He comes and I believe there was supposed to be some sort of signing or agreement, but we were just the welcoming party, if that makes sense.
What was the first one again?
The first one was I was a volunteer
At a ranch. Yeah.
Yep. Horse measurements, bitch. I'll never forget that. Ugh. Okay.
Holy shit, I can... Why do I get the feeling I've heard you tell me all three of these in the past? I legit get the sense I've heard you tell me all three.
And I'm going to tell you, no, I haven't. But with my reputation, it does seem confusing. That would totally be me all the way, every three ways. That's what you said.
Yeah, you probably told me similar stories and they're just popping into my mind. I'm going to say the ranch one, straight off the bat, is a lie.
You would be correct.
Yeah, I can't see a volunteer group doing 12 whole months at a place for some reason.
They actually do, but I wasn't a part of it.
Ah.
I missed out that year, but I did hear about the dick measuring.
And I'm going to say, despite the border issue, the Mexican president visiting an elementary school in the US is a little unrealistic in my mind, so I'm going to say number 3 is a lie and number 2 is the truth.
Do 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 do. I sent for the president of Mexico.
Ah, shit.
I really did. I was a part of a small selected group. I had to audition, and I was there to sing for Presidente Nieto of Mexico to come in, and we were trying to kind of do like a peace thing, and so we welcomed him with open arms. I sang alongside Las Campañas de América, which were started in my high school.
Right on.
That I would eventually go to. So
right on.
Yep. Yeah! Yay!
I guess it's 6-4.
I'm still losing, right?
With 1 to go. Yeah, if you get this, it goes to a tiebreaker. I would need the camera for the rock, paper, scissors tiebreaker.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Ready? Oh, wait. Let me turn it around. Hold on.
Okay.
Tiebreaker, bitches.
No, it's not tiebreaker yet. It's tiebreaker if you get this right.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Okay. So, everyone knows here that my favourite class in school was theatre.
Mm-hmm.
My first time... Has anyone here ever heard of the Greek myth of Midas and the Golden Touch?
Yes.
Well, my first time ever acting on stage before a crowd was in a production of Midas and the Golden Touch, in which I played Midas. Do you have any questions to that? Why I respond to this message you've just sent?
No, not yet. Well, how interested were you in the role? I think
I was interested in it. I wasn't overhyped, to be fair, but I was interested. I was very interested. Oh, I should put it like this. I was very interested at the start. But as time wore on, I became less and less hyped up. If that makes any sense at all.
Yes, it does.
Any more questions on that one?
No. Not yet. Wait, no. Let it stew.
Yeah, you can always come back to it. Number 2 is I drink a minimum of 8 cups of coffee a day.
Coffee and then. Okay.
And number
Why? Go ahead.
No,
go.
The reason why is because I have a little bit of a weird problem of falling asleep inopportune times, so the little caffeine burst kind of keeps me going through the day.
Okay. Any favorite brand?
No, not really.
Okay.
Anything I can get my hands on.
I know that's right.
And
okay, go ahead.
Number 3, I was once interviewed for a national TV show because of a huge charity drive I had taken part in, because I was in the top 3 for money raisers in the nation.
What were you raising money for?
A charity here. It's fairly famous by the name of Children in Need. It's a charity that helps both impoverished kids in the third world who have very little, but it also helps children who have sort of been forced into the primary care role.
Okay.
For an ill relative or something.
How long were you part of that project?
They run it every year, but the project part I was involved in was for during their downtime. They typically have their big month in November. This was actually in March.
Why did they? Okay, gotcha.
They did it because they do accept donations all year round. It's just that's when November is when they advertise themselves out.
Right on. Is it okay, gotcha. That was their personal fiscal year. That answered that question. Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
That's my 3.
Okay. Let's go through these again, baby. First one. I need to hear it one more time.
First one was the first time I ever took the stage in an acting role was in a school production of the Greek myth Midas and the Golden Touch, in which I played the role of Midas.
Okay. Now, was that a school production for grades, or was it to be shown for the entire school?
It went towards the final grade at the end of the year, but it was just like 5% of it.
Okay, gotcha. Let's go past the second one again.
I drink a minimum of 8 cups of coffee daily.
Gotcha. And you don't have a favorite preference, it's whatever you can get your hands on.
Pretty much.
Now, is it like, now when you say a cup of coffee, now my cup of coffee is about 8 to 16 ounces. What's yours?
About 9 to 10.
For the entire day?
Per cup.
Gotcha. Now, do you drink coffee? What's your cutoff time for coffee?
Now, you know my sleep schedule's pretty fucked up. I sleep from 5 p.m. till 11 p.m. my time. I will not have any coffee after 3:30 in the afternoon.
Right on. Okay. And
so basically an hour and a half before I go to sleep.
About an hour and a half. Oh, you're a rebel. Okay.
And the last one is I was once interviewed for national television in relation to a charity drive where I was one of the top 3 in the country.
What was a charity drive again? Did you just collect money, or was it you selling like candy bars or something?
It could have, there was sales. We did do sales, but a large portion of it came from just simple donations as well.
Right on. Okay. Oh, ridiculous. God be with me.
And remember, to take it to a tiebreaker, you have to get this right.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Just thought I'd ramp the pressure up a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for doing that. I appreciate it. I totally feel it. Okay. I don't. Damn it! This is hard. This is a good one. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. Bear with me, everybody. This was pretty fucking good. Fuck you, Luke, for this. Let's see. I'm thinking about the first one. And from previous conversations, my first gut kind of a feeling is to say, I don't think that one could have been it. Even maybe for a grade. Maybe. Oh my gosh. Okay. You're a giving person too. You know what, Luke? Everybody, I'm going to have to admit, I've been absolutely stumped on this one. Damn it! You're so goddamn photogenic. I could see you on TV. Son of a bitch. But then that shyness comes to me, and in our conversations, and it hits me, and those two seem not necessarily not plausible, but a little less likely. I almost want to say the fundraising.
Just very quickly, I'll give you a little extra detail. The whole reason I was even able to do the Midas thing was because I had a character to hide behind. I'm fine when I have a character to hide behind. I'm not fine doing it as me. If that makes any sense.
It makes so much sense because I don't see the TV interview.
So are you ruling out number 3 as a lie?
I'm gonna do that.
I can tell you, I was not interviewed for national television.
Oh, my left ball just dropped. Okay.
You've now
that's good.
you've now got a 50-50 chance.
Those odds are not good. Okay.
Between me having a massive caffeine addiction or me giving extensive details on what my first ever production was.
See, the thing is like you're up so many hours and it's so crazy that I could see you totally mainlining caffeine. And that's what's so hard, because that's what gets me, because of the hours that you take. So I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say, out of you and I'm the coffee addict, and I'm going with the other. Midas.
You're saying that is the true one?
Final answer, Chuck.
I can tell you that. Drum roll, please.
Holding my crotch.
We're going to a tiebreaker. That indeed was my first ever production that I did.
Dude, that was so fucking hard. I'm hard. This is hard. This is everybody's hard.
I'm actually not even a fan of coffee, so
I don't know why the fuck that stumped me so bad. Because I was like, Luke's got to run on something. He runs on Dunkin's or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like the commercial says, look, run on Dunkin' coffee.
No, I run on distractions. If I have something to do or something to listen to, I should be okay. Otherwise.
So, tiebreaker, bitches. This is such a good game. Okay.
And just quickly, let me put my microphone in its stand so that I can use my hands.
When I think about me, I touch myself. Me too, I'm getting my stuff ready. I'm just singing some music.
How are we doing this? Sudden death? First to 3? What's it going to be?
First of 3.
No, not first to, best of, first to 2.
Best of 3. My bad. Let me lick my fingers and get them.
And
I'm getting my fingers ready.
Let's hope this goes just as last week's rock paper scissors did.
I sure do hope so. I'm licking my fingers. I'm breathing really hard on my fingers to warm up.
Did you just say I sure do hope so?
No, I didn't. I mean, I sure do hope I win a lot, all the time. Is what I have to say.
I was gonna say, if that's the case, if you just want to concede.
Shut up, cheese. See, that's the problem right there.
But
I'm just,
you ready?
I'm sorry. I'm ready. I can't see you, but I'm ready to do rock, paper, scissors.
Let me turn the camera off and back on again so you can hopefully see me.
Okay. Hello. Hadouken. How are you? Okay, let's do it, baby. Everybody lick my fingers, touch my fingers, rub my fingers all over you so that my fingers will be lucky. Okay. Ready? Okay, I'm in the stance. Rock, paper, scissors, go!
Rock, blunt, scissors. I lead 1-0.
Just a little bit.
Hell,
shit! Okay.
You've already come from behind once tonight.
I'm still fucking leaking out of my nose from the last bit. Fuck this shit. Everybody, put your love bone into it. Please, everybody's listening, put your love bone into it. Put your love bone into it. Please, I gotta win this. Okay, ready, Luke?
Uh-huh.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Scissors.
Both scissors. That one's a tie.
I'll drink to that. I'd buy that for $1. Okay. Fuck. Okay. Woo, 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 woo. Pump yourself up, Sam. You got this. Okay. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shit. Shoot! Ah!
Paper covers rock. It is 1-1. Next one wins.
Ah, touch me with your love boat. Touch it really deep. I need your luck. Come on. Okay, one more, Sam. You got it in you. You got it in you. You're ridiculous. Okay. This is scary. I'm really scared, Duke. I'm scared. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me have a panic attack really quick before I lose. Okay, I'm good. Okay. Ready? Rock. Paper. Scissors. Shoot.
Fuck! Scissors catch paper.
That's the Mexican. Yay.
Good game.
Good game. Ah, that was so awesome. I love playing. Ah, I love it. You're like my bestest friend, and I get to play all these games with. It's fucking fun. I love it.
Now,
I still got water coming up my nose,
Do you-
but I'm good.
do you want to go into the closing lesson and bring this to a close then?
Let's do it, baby. Let's give everybody a break, and we'll go ahead and we'll do this. So, tonight's Spanish lesson is dedicated to the letter G, followed by whiz. So, here we go. Spanish lesson tonight, inspired by Gee Whiz. And I'm going to do it piece by piece. Me encantó
Me encantó
la versión
la versión
de G
de G
de nuestro tema.
de nuestro tema.
Una vez más. One more time, baby. Me encantó
me encantó
la versión
la versión
de G
de G
de nuestro tema.
tema. Could you just do the penultimate word one more time, because I know I'm not getting that.
Wait, which one?
The one before tema.
Nuestro.
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 Stro.
Nuestro.
Nuestro.
Excelente. What does that mean, baby?
As I wasn't able to guess it when you first sent it through, do you want to reveal it?
Absolutely. I loved G's version of our theme song.
And I will drink to that.
Me too. Salute! So a little nod to you, G, on our outro in our Spanish lesson. Muchísimas gracias. Thank you so much.
And
Luke, let's fucking take this shit out and give everybody a break.
I guess with that being said, all that is left to say is until next week, TCP out.